I was an artilleryman for 10 years, and I talk shit for a living. So if you want to fucking start busting on me, I'm going to hurt your fucking feelings. I'm going to ruin your day. I promise. It's happened so many times.
Yeah.
You talk shit on me, I'm going to ruin your fucking day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like this speaks to my soul. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I 100%. And you know what? It's fine. It sounds like it might be your first time like sticking up for yourself a little bit and maybe coming back at somebody.
Oh, okay.
It feels weird when you first start.
Okay.
It feels uncomfortable. You feel guilty. And I'm here to tell you, as a working on recovering people pleaser, it feels really fucking good when you put people in their place and then you just leave it at that.
Come join the
so good.
Come join the dark side.
Yes, you should.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Rant Files. I'm Nick, and this is my lovely wife and co-host, Miranda.
Hello.
She's going in this episode completely blind and doesn't know what any of the topics are. This week's a little different, though. We got a birthday girl on our hands.
Hey.
So since Miranda's birthday is this week, we're going to have some birthday topics.
Hey.
So to kick it off, do you think birthdays should be celebrated by day, week, or month?
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
like
How long should they be celebrated?
I mean, I've always just done it like that day. Maybe it like extends to the weekend.
I guess. We usually do by week.
Yeah. Well, I guess before us, I guess.
Okay. So 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, growing up, it was always just like the one day, or it would be like, okay, this is your birthday,
Okay.
but like we're having your birthday party this weekend or something
Right. Yeah,
that. But it was never like, oh, it's your birthday week or it's your birthday month or
You wouldn't want to have a
anything
party
like that
in the middle of the week anyways, because like no one would show up.
No.
You know what I mean? So that makes sense.
Yeah, no. And then, I mean, yeah, it was just always like, that was just always the thing that we would just be like, okay, do you want to have your birthday party like the weekend before or
Right.
after your birthday?
That makes sense.
And I usually chose after because I just felt like it made more sense. I was like, I don't want to
Because
have a
you're
birthday
actually that
party
age.
before it's even my birthday. It
That
doesn't
makes sense to
feel
me.
like it's,
Yeah.
it doesn't
'cause
feel
you're
real.
right. Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I mean, it may sound crazy, but it makes sense to me.
It does, yeah.
Like, it makes sense to me.
Like it feels like a phony birthday party.
It
I'm
does.
like, okay,
You're not
happy
in that age
birthday
yet.
to me, and I'm like, cool, in 3 days.
Yeah.
Or you know, like I don't know. It just
No,
I don't know. I
it
just
makes
never
sense.
liked it. But yeah, so I guess for the most part, outside of like us,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in the house and everything, we'll be like, oh, it's your birthday week.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Da, da, da. But otherwise, I'm like, you get one day. Shut up.
Yeah, I think we always do. Like, okay, so this week, so you're taking a 4-day, and then you got your birthday in the middle of the week. I guess towards the end of the week.
Yeah,
and then you
Thursday.
and then you have another 4-day. So like, I kind of like, I guess took it upon myself to like format the first 4-day, the week, and then the second 4-day. You know what I mean? So like, you had stuff going on that whole time. You know what I mean? I think that's completely acceptable.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Do you prefer would you rather have one really big thing on your actual birthday, or would you rather have like
Lots of little things.
maybe lots
spread
of
out.
little things? Yeah.
I guess maybe like the lots of little things just
Yeah.
because I can't ever fucking decide on what I want to do for my birthday anyway. So
It's a good point. And that's why if you spread the
pick
love,
like one big thing
Yeah.
that I want to do.
I think out of everything that I planned, I think you only picked one thing, and that was the massage that I scheduled. Other than that, I had to make stuff up. Like anybody that's local to the Springs knows Luminate.
Oh,
Going there.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
Made reservations for your birthday dinner to go there. And then there was a bunch of movies on the list. Your favorite shows.
Yeah.
Watching Jersey Shore
Some
with you right
old
now.
trash.
Yeah. Stupid show. And then, I mean, it's pretty much just like a, I don't know, kind of like a yes week.
Yeah, or just
Kind of
having
thing.
fun and stuff. I went and did a bunch of shopping.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Yeah, and then went out last night for girls' night.
Yeah.
Did that. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I guess that's fun, just trying to like sprinkle little things.
That's something we could talk about too.
What?
That's something that I have no knowledge of, and I'd be interested to hear about how that works. What's it called?
Bingo Loco.
Bingo Loco, yeah.
Yeah. So,
can you talk to that at all?
Yeah. So it was kind of a weird thing. It was my first time ever going. And so it was like in this little, kind of like a little dive bar, I guess. Like it was just this small spot. It wasn't super big. And, so they had like the bar there, and then they had like the table set up, and then there was bingo cards on every single, or there was enough for like everybody that was there.
Okay.
Because like obviously they sold tickets, and so they had like a head count of how many things they need. And it was completely sold out and everything. The place was packed. And so on each card there was it was like a green game, a blue game, and then an orange game.
Okay.
And so like all the numbers that they were calling were on each game. So we played like one game at a time. So the first game was the green game. And so they're like, no matter what number we call, it's somewhere on here. It's just a matter of like when you get that bingo.
Okay.
And so, and they were like long, kind of like horizontal boxes of like maybe like 10 spaces, but you only had to get like 5 numbers. So there was only 5 numbers in each row.
Okay.
But then there was like the 10 spaces.
Yeah.
And so then it was like, okay, well, we're looking for, the bingo for this round is like you get the one row, one horizontal row across, and then they'd like tell you what you're playing for. And, so then it started off with like, one of the things that somebody won was a dildo.
Oh.
And so it was fucking random. And they were like, okay,
Jesus.
the competition. So like 2 people had gotten bingos, and they were like, we can only have one winner. So if you come up here and there's somebody else, then like you guys got to compete. And they're like, and we only take 2 winners at a time. So if you're the third person, sit your ass back down. You're not coming up here.
Okay.
And so these 2 girls went up because they had both won. And so the competition was that like they had to pick up, it was like one of those like stick dildos.
Okay.
And they're like, you have to pick it up, but you can't use your hands. And so so that was their competition.
Yikes.
And then one of the girls ended up winning it, and everybody was like, don't use that.
I mean, yeah.
Everybody was like, you should just throw that in the trash.
Yeah.
Because it was like open. Yeah.
Oh my God.
they're like, oh, it's our bingo loco dildo. And everybody was like, ooh.
You know, most of those things are donations.
I don't know. I have no idea. But so there was that. And then, oh God, I'm trying to remember what other people won. I like kind of stopped paying attention to what people were winning.
You won a guitar?
Yeah, I was just there just for the fun time. But yeah, I did end up winning a guitar.
Yeah.
So I got my bingo.
That's pretty cool.
Went up there. I was the only person that got the bingo. And he handed me like, I don't even know. It was like a long thing. I think like one of those things that you like pop confetti out of.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it was. Mind you, I was also like a few drinks in at this point too. So I'm up there, there's fucking smoke coming up and there's like confetti going everywhere. And he's like, okay, you got to play air guitar. And then depending on how good you play guitar, like you win and da-da-da. And I was like, what the fuck? And like people are like screaming, like it was loud in there. And then the music starts going and I was like, I cannot hear anything.
That's
and like
awful.
the DJ was like right behind me. And so I'm up there and I was just like doing my whole like fucking a la like Lindsay Lohan Freaky Friday fucking like that kind of air guitar. And I was like, I even was like, I can't hear what this music is.
Why couldn't you hear the music?
I don't know. Like, I just couldn't like make out what the music was. I think it was just too much of everything all at once. Like, I could hear the music, but I was like, I can't tell what song it is. I can't tell like what the beat is. I can't tell like
it was that
what
loud?
I'm supposed to. Yeah, it was loud, and I was like, I can't even tell what I'm supposed to be like, fucking air guitaring to. So I was just up there fucking whatever. I was like, I'm just gonna like wing it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and then at the end, he was like, "Oh, you did great, and you won a guitar," and I was like,
cool.
like, yeah, I was just like, I don't know what's going on.
Oh God.
And then
That's
I
funny.
went back to my seat, and on the way back, everybody's like, "Congratulations, you won!"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my God!" And then I left like an hour later.
That sounds awful. That's not. No.
It was a pretty fun time. I mean, yeah,
So hold on. So where does the rave portion come in? What makes it a rave?
I think it's just because of like it's not just regular like B52 kind of bingo. I don't know. There was a lot of like confetti and lights and they were playing loud music and like, so they would play.
Was it like ravey? If that's a thing?
Not really. No, I mean like I said, there's like the lights and loud music, but that, and then
when you were telling me about it, that's where I got confused. I still can't wrap my head around why. And now that I think about it, it's not even called like a rave. I don't know where the rave came in. Maybe it's how you described it to
that
me.
was just one of the girls had watched a video on Facebook, I guess, and she was like, "Oh, it's kind of like rave vibes." And I'm sure if it was like an advertisement video, then of course they made it look like
more,
that.
Yeah, dramatized. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe if it was like in a bigger venue, it could have been more ravey. But like it was in a fairly small location.
Yeah, dive bar. Yeah, I thought it was in like I don't know why. So I saw a video. Obviously, G-Man's always fucking listening. So as soon as you told me about it, I started seeing it pop up on my Facebook feed, right? And I saw this. I think they were singing like Backstreet Boys or something like that. But like it was like this. They were painting to the side, right, across like all these tables, and it looked like I don't know how else to describe it, but a bay. Like like a maintenance bay.
Yeah, that makes
what else would that be called?
I guess like a
what else
like
would you
a
call
hanger.
A hanger. There you go. It's like a hanger with a bunch of tables. And it was like a big place.
Yeah.
So I thought that's what you were talking about, but then you just said it's a dive bar, and that drastically changes the whole thing. But like I couldn't wrap my head around like, how are you going to mix bingo and a rave? Like that's just
so I mean, it was kind of funny because then they would play. So like they said number 8, and then they played "Lose Yourself," like 8 Mile. You know.
Oh, okay.
And then there was. I'm trying to think of like another song. It was like stuff like that. Or they said 50, and then they started playing 50 Cent.
Okay.
And like so things like that. So
each
sometimes
number
when
had a theme.
Sometimes if they like if there was a song that would go with it, they would be like, "Hey, this number, blah blah," and everybody would be like, "Ooh," and like dance for a minute, and then they'd be like, "Okay, next number."
That's
and we're
pretty
like,
creative though. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was
better than just B52.
It was really just like an excuse to drink and play bingo.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though.
That's really what it was.
I would be down for that, but I wouldn't be down for going on stage and doing all that. I don't. It takes me a minute to get comfortable with the people like around. You know what I mean? It takes me a minute, but once I am, then it's fine.
Like I said,
but like going up on stage and like doing all this stuff, I'm like, I don't want to fucking. Do
I
this.
was a few drinks in. So
you looked because you showed me the video as soon as you got home, and you looked very uncomfortable on the stage.
I don't even remember the video, honestly.
Yeah, it was
I totally forgot that there was even a video.
Yeah. It just looked very uncomfortable.
Yeah, like I said, I was like doing it, and then I was like, "Oh, bingo!"
That's
and like just got up and went. And next thing I knew, I was at the bottom of the stage, and I was like, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
This is a bad choice.
Yeah.
This was a bad idea. But then I was like, I'm already here, and all these people are looking at me. I'm going. So I was like, fuck it, just fucking go. Full send.
But
and
that's good that you did though, because then you gave the guitar to our oldest, Malachi.
Yeah,
and he fucking fell in love with it. He loved it.
He has been strumming on that guitar.
We need to get him lessons, but yes, he loves it. And it's a legit guitar.
It is.
Like, it's a legit guitar.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I actually, when he first showed it to me, I thought it was like a little play guitar or something. And then I was like, oh, this is a real fucking deal. Okay.
It's got stickers on it and stuff too. That's how you can tell that's donation.
Exactly. Well, that's why I thought it was like a toy guitar or something, because of the that made it look like it was fake. And so, but then I think I did it on stage. Like, he handed it to me and I was like, oh, and I like strummed it and I was like, oh shit. Okay. Like, I was not expecting this. So yeah, it was cool, definitely an interesting experience. I would probably do it again if, like we were talking about, like maybe doing it again for another girls' night sometime.
Okay.
But I don't know how often they come here. but because they
it's a traveling thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Definitely wouldn't go to Denver for that. No. That sounds like a fucking nightmare.
No.
But in the Springs.
I wouldn't go to Denver for a lot. So
yeah.
for like
the airport.
That's about
that's
it.
about it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah, exactly. So back to it though. The birthday, right? How long the celebration should last.
Yes.
So do you think that, I mean, it was just a girls' night, but do you think that kind of ties into like your birthday week celebration? Would you consider that to be?
Not really. I don't think I even told them it was my birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't even think I said anything until like maybe the end of the night. Because when I was up on stage, he said something about birthdays and I was like, oh, it's my birthday this week. Or like somebody else like up at the front had a birthday and I was like, it's your birthday, me too. And, like just some dumb shit like that. And he was like, oh, it's your birthday. And I was like, on Thursday. Just fucking drunk and dumb. So I don't know. I don't remember if I even said anything to them about it being my birthday.
Interesting.
But yeah.
But I mean, technically your birthday is going like the week. Right?
Yeah,
it is
I'm
I'm
just trying to have a good time.
Well, when do you think, so have you ever heard of the people that try to stretch it to like the month, like birthday month and stuff? What do you think about that?
I think it's excessive. It's very excessive.
I think it's crossing the line.
I think
you just want attention.
That's what I was going to say. It's like, we get it. You love attention. And that's fine. For you.
For you, I must say. Not for the ones around you, but for you, sure.
I'm not going to feed into it.
Absolutely.
I'll be like, like, I'll give you that week, if anything. If you're like, oh my God, it's my birthday this week, I'll be like, oh my God, so exciting.
Yeah.
And then your birthday comes and goes. And after that, if you're still like, oh, my birthday, I'll be like, it passed.
3 weeks ago. Yeah.
It ended.
Cool.
It's over.
Yeah.
Move on.
Move on. I could never understand that. Like there needs to be a line. And in my opinion, I think the line is a week.
I feel like my attention would it wouldn't stay on there.
Even if your birthday is like in between 2 weeks, like say it's like a Saturday or something, like, you don't get both fucking weeks.
No.
Pick a goddamn week.
Yeah.
Right? You don't need half a month to celebrate your fucking birthday.
That's a lot. What are you gonna
move on.
After it's done. Like, what is there to keep going on and on about? Talk about beating a dead horse.
And eventually, I mean, the older you get, I get like in your, teens or 20s or whatever, like it's a big deal. But it gets to a point where it's just like, it's just another year.
I just kind of felt like after I turned, I'll say maybe after I turned 30, it was just like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty,
I mean, really, it was like after I turned 21, honestly. But it was like 21. After that was just like, I don't know how old I am. I'm somewhere in my 20s. And then I was like, boom, 30.
Yeah.
And I'm 30. And now I'm like, I'm somewhere in my 30s.
I feel like they're big up until 21. And then like the next thing, I mean, it's not like a big thing, but like you can rent a car at, I think, 25.
Yeah, 25.
So that's a pretty big thing.
Yeah, I guess
and then
that's cool.
The next one is 30. And then that's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just kind of like, all right, this is it. I don't need
a huge thing,
No, I don't get as like, about my birthday anymore. Like the older I get, the less I care. Yeah, I don't know.
It's just another day. It really is just another day.
I'm like, well, because I know that I'll like regret not trying to do something to like make it special for myself. So I still try, but I definitely, as I'm getting older, it's more like, God damn it.
Do you like how your birthday week is shaping up? Like the 4-day and then your actual birthday and then the second 4-day?
Yeah, honestly, the last 4-day, this past week, that was a fluke. My manager actually messaged me and she was like, I was going to ask you about coming in on Thursday. And I was like, I'm gled you did it because I wasn't gonna.
This last Thursday or next Thursday?
Yeah, she messaged me on like this past Thursday. Or no, she messaged me on like Friday, I think it was, because she was like, she was asking me about my time. Like there was one of the days that like the computers were down or something. I missed like a punch out. And then that's when she said that. And like, I didn't even respond to that part. I just like told her what time I punched out.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, you didn't schedule me. Yeah. I didn't say anything about it. And I let it go. And I was like, I was waiting though. I was waiting for you to just like put some shit on there because why wouldn't you? So
I'm glad it worked out that way.
It did. It worked
back
out
4
well.
days.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Especially your birthday too.
Fuck yeah.
It's a decent coincidence.
Yeah, so I was happy about it.
That's funny. But I like how the line is a week.
Yeah.
That's definitely what I think.
I think that's fair.
Like you can't, a day is not enough. But like anything more than a week and you're just fucking drawing
I feel
it
like
out,
that's a lot. Yeah.
All right, let's get into some rant or rave.
Yeah.
You know the deal. You get 4 choices and we'll see which ones you want to rant or rave about. So this week, we got destination birthday trips, posting your own birthday countdown, Venmo or Cash App handles and birthday posts, and opening gifts in front of everyone.
Oh,
There's a theme here.
fucking rant about the birthday gifts.
Oh, yeah?
I hate opening gifts in front of people. It's so fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I actually just had, I mean, we were talking about baby showers, but I had a whole conversation about like opening gifts in front of people with somebody recently. And it's just, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I really don't like it.
It's awkward, isn't it?
It is because, and I feel like I've said this before, that I always feel like I have to like play up my my reaction.
Yeah.
Because they're like expecting you to like love it immediately and be so overjoyed and happy. And really I could just be like, that's cool, and like move on. And like I might use it every single day, but I don't need to like lose my mind over it. So,
and if you have that reaction with this gift from this one person, then you need to have the same kind of reaction to a present from somebody else.
Exactly.
That's
it
too
feels
much.
like it's a lot of pressure to keep up the enthusiasm all throughout. And
social anxiety.
I don't like it.
That's fucking awful.
Yeah, I remember when I had my quinceañera, I remember asking my mom, I think I might have even like begged her a little bit to like not make me open presents in front of everybody.
Oh.
I was like, oh my God, I don't want to do this. Cause I remember my cousin, she didn't open hers at the or at her Sweet 16, but she opened them the next day at her house. And then I think her parents like took a video of it and stuff. Okay. And I was like, I don't want to do that.
Not that much better.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to even do that like at all. I don't want to do anything. So I think I ended up opening all my presents in the hotel room that night with like all the girls that were in my party.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, it was a lot like more intimate kind of thing because I was like, most of you didn't give me gifts, so it's fine. So I can open these in front of you guys, and I don't feel like I have to. Even
then, I think I would wait until like I was by myself or something like that. You know?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I think that was like the closest that I got. Like, I think that was the compromise. So, you know, it wasn't like that I just hoard all the gifts to myself or whatever. I don't know. Because I know like people like to see when you give them things. I get that. I just don't like it.
Yeah, exactly. See, it's a lot more natural. And we've talked about this before, especially like in our Christmas episodes.
Yeah, but that's what it was, I think.
That makes sense because like the round robin thing or like, you know, taking turns and everything. It's not as awkward because like everybody's doing it.
Exactly. So at least I'm not the only one. I have a minute.
It's just you and it's like 30 minutes or whatever, right? Of just like you opening presents. Like that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I felt at the baby showers too. That like, I think that's why I made you do it with me. Cause I was like, I don't want to go there myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I think more so for the first, when we did it with your side, you were like, yes, obviously I'm going up there. But then when we did it on my side, I was like, get up here. Don't leave me up here by myself.
Oh God, that's funny.
Now it's just a room full of people staring at you. And I was like,
I don't like that.
No.
What about the other ones?
I forgot what they were.
Destination birthday trips.
Okay.
Hosting your own birthday countdown. Venmo, Cash App handles, and birthday posts. What do you think of any of those?
I mean, I've never done the Venmo or Cash App thing.
I mean, you don't have to have done it, but yeah.
I guess I don't really care either way. I don't think I've ever like donated money to anybody for their birthday.
Never, no. I guess if it's somebody you are already gonna get a present for.
Yeah.
I guess like maybe like here's your present. Yeah. Maybe, but like a random person.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, because I've had like Facebook friends that'll be like, oh, it's my birthday. If you want to send me something, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's cute. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
And
is this
then
a celebration or a fundraiser?
Yeah, I'm like, whatever. Well, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, go buy yourself a drink on me or something, you know, like something like that. Yeah. But I don't really feel any way about it, I guess. It's one of those things that I just kind of see it and I'm like, all right.
To each their own
and
kind of
then
thing.
move on.
Okay.
Yeah. And then destination birthday trips. I think they're risky. But I mean,
Why?
I've always,
What do you mean risky?
Just because it's a trip with friends, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I took it, I guess.
Yeah.
If it is that case, I always think trips with friends are risky.
Okay.
I have like one solid person that I would like that I know for a fact that we can make a plan to like do a destination trip like that, and that like we're both gonna follow through on it.
Oh,
You know, when we're not.
so you mean people bailing?
Exactly that, or that I know that like
okay.
we're not gonna fight
Interesting.
while we're there, and also like if we do fight, we'll move on. So, but
Yeah, but other people though.
but yeah, like there's.
Interesting.
I can't imagine any like friend group that I would be like, let's go on a trip for my birthday.
Okay. That's fair.
I wouldn't want to
So
do
the risk,
that.
so basically the risk of people bailing or fighting and ruining the trip.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not for me if
But don't you risk that going somewhere local too?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Same thing, right?
Yeah, but there's just a lot more money put into
That's
it
true.
when you're going
That's
on a
true.
trip.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more
That's fair.
riding on it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But I don't know. I guess I don't know. My birthday's in fucking March. Why I never imagined going anywhere for my birthday.
Yeah, that's a good point. Just the whole concept, though, to me is just like it's just a weird. Like, why would you do a destination birthday?
Yeah.
like it's just a birthday.
I
Like,
guess that could be fun, like to go. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I'm just trying. Yeah, it's just not something that I ever thought of doing for myself. I never
Yeah.
thought to be like, oh, I want to go here for my birthday. Like it just, I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess if you do it on a more, I guess I can understand it. It would be more of a rave for me if it was more of like a intimate
Yeah.
level.
We went to Berlin for your birthday.
No, right. That's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
family, you know what I mean? Like that would be the rave for me is when it's
Okay,
more
yeah,
intimate.
there we
you know what I
go.
mean? So it's like family, you know, it's not gonna be ruined. You know, it's not
Yeah,
gonna be any wasted money.
I would rather do something like that.
You
or,
put like friends or like, I guess family into it, like
Yeah.
more distant family. And it's risky.
Yeah, it
It's
would
risky.
have to be, like I said, I mean, it would really just be you guys or my cousin that
Yeah.
I would go with. That's really it.
Yeah.
Other than that, it sounds like a lot of logistics. And especially if you have like a group of people, it just sounds like a mess. And
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking deal with it.
Exactly. And if people were to like bail and stuff and you put, I think we actually covered that in one of the
Yeah,
the assholes.
that's what I was saying is
Yeah.
that that's why I think that friend trips are always risky.
That's
I
risky,
don't
yeah.
really care to do it. Like I don't care to.
Yeah, that's
I don't wanna.
it's
But
definitely risky.
yeah, I wonder, where would one go in March?
It depends on where you are. Here in
Yeah, I'm
Colorado,
trying
I
to
would say the
think of,
mountains,
like-
Aspen,
Yeah.
something like that.
I don't want to go somewhere like warm, maybe.
Well, that's you have a lot of options.
Maybe not. Actually, see, yeah, no, I don't want to go
Hawaii?
anywhere.
You can go on a cruise,
No.
you know?
Who are you talking to?
You almost got on a cruise.
But I didn't.
You were real close.
But I didn't.
All right, time for our first Am I the Asshole? But first, as promised, we got an update on the Bali story. Now, if you're not familiar, this is the biggest Am I the Asshole story that we've had yet. This blew up on our Instagram. I did some calculations just because I was curious on like the kind of, I guess, insights.
Okay.
I guess. So it was seen by 1.8 million people.
Holy shit.
It got nearly 106,000 likes, nearly 1,800 comments. It was reposted 1,200 times and shared almost 31,000 times.
Really? I didn't even know that.
And that was both because we split into two stories.
Oh,
So I
okay,
added both of them
yeah.
together. That was kind of the insights
Wow.
of it. It spread like fucking wildfire.
That's crazy. I
After we
didn't
covered
know
that story, everyone was asking for an update. Now, we aren't at the 30-day mark yet, but Gemma has responded.
Yeah.
Now-
No, not Gemma. The OP.
No, Gemma responded to the OP.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Gemma
got
responded.
You.
Yep. So the last update we got, and I'm going to go through the whole thing.
Okay.
But Gemma has responded to our OP. Now, I was going to try to get a name to the OP so we can put a kind of name to the
Story,
I guess. But we're just going to say OP for now.
Okay.
Right? Because I do have her handle on Reddit, but I don't. It's not my. It's not my.
not your place.
Not
to,
my
like,
place to put it
out
out.
her or
So we're just going to say
whatever.
OP.
That's
and then
fair.
the the ops, I guess you could say. Is Gemma. Now, I reached out to the OP directly and got an update. Now, just a little note here. I think we need to clear this up. I don't think anybody saw it, but I just want to clear it up. She copy and pasted the same response as another update in her Reddit story.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I reached out to her and I was like, hey, we're covering your story on our podcast, all that kind of stuff. And then she sent me the response. I didn't know that she put that on her story and updated her Reddit story, right? So someone saw that and copy and pasted it into our comments as an update. But I don't think anybody really saw it because no one liked it or anything like that. I didn't even know that she updated the original story until you saw the post.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh my God.
And I was like, well, we were going to cover this today.
Yeah.
So I was like, but no one really reacted to it. I was like, well, we can still cover it. We'll just talk about it.
Talk about it.
But regardless, we wanted to provide an update for everybody here that's following the story. However, to be courteous to those that may not be familiar with what we're talking about, here's the story again, and then I'll have the update at the end.
Okay.
So I, 25 female, recently got married to my 25 male husband in Bali, Indonesia in January. It was the destination wedding, but my parents and his parents paid for their own plane tickets and hotel, but we paid for our friends' plane tickets and hotel stays. Each plane ticket was about $2,000 USD, and hotel was maybe about $150 to $300 for a week. My friend, Gemma, brought along her newlywed husband, John, but paid for his plane ticket. The problem is that Gemma and John did not show up to my wedding. Gemma took the free plane ticket to Bali and the hotel room, and when I asked her why she didn't show up, she said that since they couldn't afford their own honeymoon, that this was a perfect opportunity, and that Jim decided, she changed the name, that might be his real name, decided that he didn't feel like going. I was really hurt by this since Gemma and I have been friends for over 10 years. Would I be the asshole if I took her to small claims court for the money I spent on the plane ticket and hotel? Now, update number 1, the original update that we covered already. I messaged Gemma per multiple comments advising me to invoice her for the plane ticket and hotel room, but I did something a little better. I wanted to get proof, so if I had to go to court, it would be easier to win. I messaged her this. Hey, sorry for being so distant, but I just wanted to talk to you about Bali. I'm hurt that you didn't show up to my ceremony. I pulled a lot of strings to ensure that you could come, and then you didn't show up. Did you think I paid for this trip just so you could honeymoon with John? She replied, I've missed you a lot, and I know the trip was for your wedding, but John didn't want to go because he felt like your wedding ruined the illusion of the trip being our honeymoon and that you'd understand. I replied, no, I don't understand. You took advantage of me, and that's not what real friends do. So I'm invoicing you $2,387.53 for the cost of the plane ticket and hotel room. I will give you 30 days, and after that, I will be taking legal action. I received no response, but she's been posting subliminal quotes on Instagram that are along the lines of entitled friends and having snakes in your life. Thank you for all your verdicts and help. Now, update part 2, the new update. This is directly from OP.
I've been waiting to hear this, too. I haven't heard it yet.
I didn't think this could get worse, but here we are. I didn't respond to any of the subliminal messages she posted about me on social media, and I've been very quiet while I've been getting my ducks in a row for the litigation. But this past Friday, she sent me a 3-page audit of financial and emotional contributions from 2015 to the present. I wish I was fucking joking. The audits. She itemized every dinner or lunch we've ever ate together. She estimated $18 per meal. Gas money for driving to and from hangouts. A birthday gift from 2017 that she now claims she went into debt for. Time spent emotionally supporting me after my dad passed.
Wow.
She said she took on the role of a grief counselor for me, even though I talked to her on the phone about it once for 30 minutes. One time she helped me move apartments. She wants to be paid for her labor. An emotional distress caused by me threatening litigation. Her grand total, $2,412.09, which is conveniently within $25 of what I invoiced her.
Interesting.
She then told me that if we're keeping score, that I actually owe her $24.56. I think I stared at the document for 10 minutes in silence and shock from the audacity because this bitch is delusional.
Yeah.
To clarify, I never asked her to cook for me. While I was in college, she did pay for lunches, but when I definitely returned the favor big time once I graduated, I bought her many gifts over the years. I've let her stay at my house several times when she and John argued, and I have also lended a shoulder for her to cry on when she had difficult times in life. But apparently being a friend is now billable. I decided to give the message a thumbs down because if I respond, I will be extremely disrespectful with the anger I am facing. I cannot wait for these 30 days to be over because I will be suing the fuck out of her.
Yeah, as you should.
Isn't that fucking wild?
What the hell? Oh my God, the whole thing about her dad, though, that's so fucked up.
I mean, that's just part of it.
Yeah, no, that friendship is, I mean, it's been done, but now it's done. Like, for good, for sure. No coming back from that at all.
Gemma's a real see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's cunt for our Aussies out there. See you next Tuesday. That's what we have to say in America because people are too fucking sensitive. But my comments to her, because this was a direct conversation between me and her, right? And my comments to her after she told me this, when she sent me the update, that's insane. This person sounds crazy to say the least. I'm sorry you have to deal with this nonsense. It's a very unfortunate situation. Perhaps someone in the comments has some advice. I know it's not all productive, but maybe there's something in there that could be useful. My only 2 cents is that it sounds like you have actual receipts. She has her fucking memory.
Yeah.
She's just calling back to shit from 2015.
Yeah.
You have fucking receipts. So I would think you would have the upper hand there.
100%. She's definitely doing some like tit for tat kind of shit.
100%.
Yeah, there's no way that 3-page audit is gonna stand up in court. That's not gonna. It
makes no sense.
There's just I don't see that.
No,
happening
not
at all.
My only thing is that there was no contract between for the hotel and all that kind of stuff. But still, like, I think there's got to be some kind of like. There's not a clause. I can't think of the word. But there's got to be something that protects her. Some kind of
like implied contract or something.
This money was
like
meant for this. You didn't use it for that. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hopefully.
I hope so, because it sounds like Gemma's just like, oh, well, if I just make this as like difficult as possible, then maybe she'll let it go. And like, don't fucking let it go.
OP is not letting this go.
Let anything
she is
go.
fucking fighting. And this probably just, it seems like this when I was talking to her. It seemed like she was fired up. She's fucking ready to go.
I think that just added like fuel to the fire. Honestly.
And she actually, I noticed that she actually made, because I had to like go find her.
Yeah.
So I was searching the story, and then another story came up. She made another post about like legal advice.
Oh wow!
Kind of thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna speak to that because I don't have the story in front of me, so I don't want to put words in her mouth. Because I'm 100% on her fucking side.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
I'm not trying to. But yeah, so she did make another post where there was like kind of like legal advice, like, hey, I made this other post, which is this one, and then this other one, I'm like, what are my rights here? Like, what can I do? What's realistic? You know?
That makes sense.
So yeah, there you go.
Wow.
I'll keep an eye out for any updates and let everyone know if I hear anything. And feel free to use the hashtag #FuckGemma in the comments to show your support. That's GEMMA. Hashtag #FuckGemma. I want to see that in the comments because at the end of the day, we're all rooting for you, OP.
Yeah.
So there's your update that everybody's been waiting for.
Hell yeah. God damn. Fuck Gemma.
Yeah. Hashtag #FuckGemma. I hope that's her real fucking name too. All right, so now on to our first Am I the Asshole? Now that we got the update out of the way. So this story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Prioritizing My Nanny Over My Brother and His Family?
Okay.
I'm a single mom to 3 kids, 8 male, 5 female, 4 female. So younger kids. I have a nanny, Amelia, 20 female, that picks the kids up from school, takes them to their extracurriculars, manages homework, and sets up play dates for the kids.
Oh, that's so nice.
Amelia's family is complicated. She moved in with her grandmother at 15 and no longer speaks to her parents. Amelia's grandmother was her best friend. She also became an adoptive grandparent to my kids. She knew their birthdays, sent cookies, and had us all over for dinner every couple weeks. Her grandmother passed over the summer. Amelia told me that she was planning to move out of her grandmother's house because she couldn't stay there without her. She asked me to help her look at apartments. My house has a finished basement with a bedroom, bathroom, kitchenette, and living room. I offered for Amelia to move into the basement and have her pay $300 a month, including utilities. It's a fucking great deal.
Hell yeah.
She's been here for 5 months, and it's been great. It's almost like taking in a 4th child, but one that cooks and does the girl's hair in the mornings.
Yeah.
My brother called a few weeks ago saying that he and his wife were losing their apartment. He asked if he, his wife, and their kids, 3 female, 1 male, could move into the basement apartment.
Damn.
Yeah. I told him Amelia was living in the apartment and I couldn't just kick her out. He suggested moving her into the guest room / the kids' playroom so they could stay in the apartment, but I told him I won't be displacing Amelia.
Yeah.
He and the rest of the family are upset that I am prioritizing my nanny over my brother and his family when I could easily move her into the playroom and make things work for everyone. So the question again, am I the asshole for prioritizing my nanny over my brother and his family?
I don't think so. I don't necessarily think that it's like, I mean, of course they're going to make it into a much bigger thing because it's your brother, but like Amelia is also a person too. Like she also is someone who's like very intertwined in your life, someone who you've been very dependent on. It sounds like she's, you guys have a good thing going with her living in the house. Like, you can't just, and even if you look at it as like a regular like landlord tenant situation, you can't just be like, hey, I need you out of the house because I got somebody else that needs to move in. That's a good way to get yourself into a fucking lawsuit, honestly. So yeah, no, I don't think that you're the asshole, and like even the family of it all, like that aside, I don't think so. I think your brother is an asshole more so for expecting you to like displace somebody else for him and his family.
Okay.
I mean, obviously I know that he's going through his own shit, but like you can't, it's very unreasonable for you to expect somebody to just uproot somebody else to accommodate you.
That's fair. I'm surprised you didn't bring up the family aspect of it, because I would argue, hearing this story, before I even looked at the comments and everything, I would argue that Amelia is part of the family at this point.
Yeah, 100%.
Like she lost her best friend. She's been working with you. She knows your kids. You go over to her grandma's
her
house.
Her grandma's like an adoptive grandmother to your kids. That's
I would argue that that's Amelia's family.
Yeah, she's possibly like closer to you than your brother is.
Well, we don't know how close that relationship is.
Well, that's why I said
but
possibly.
It's a good point. Yeah,
but
it very well could be.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel good about that as like if I was the OP. There's no way that I would be able to like frame it to, bring it up to her. That's like, yeah, we're going to completely displace you, but it's fine. You get the kids' playroom.
Exactly.
Like
that was my thing. And also like, why is she taking in like all of these people? Not only like now I'm going to take in 4 additional people, you, your wife, and your 2 kids. Like,
that's a lot.
That's a lot. And then now you're gonna push Amelia into the guest. Like, no. And that's not even a guest room, it's a playroom. So now what happens? Now the kids, the 3 kids that I have living here, my kids, don't have a fucking playroom now? Like,
no. And also like another thing too, that she's already like their nanny. So obviously she's spending a decent amount of time with them and everything. It's only fair for her to get this space of the house that I assume is only for her. Like, I think it would be a lot harder to keep those boundaries if she moved into the kids' playroom, where they're used to being able to go in there to play. And so at least if she's in like her own little apartment kind of thing, then it's a good way to keep those boundaries. So it's like, hey, I'm working, these are my work hours and stuff, but I also am like my own person and doing my own thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
OP calls it the apartment.
So yeah, right
so you're
there.
100%
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, again,
I told Amelia,
back to the
I told him Amelia was living in the apartment and I couldn't just kick her out.
Yeah.
It basically is an apartment.
Yeah, well,
it has everything.
Again, yeah, then that right there, back to the landlord-tenant thing, that trumps it all, honestly, because like when you have that, if she's paying you to live there, you cannot just uproot her like that. Like for real, she can sue you for that, and she's a very good case.
Again, I don't, and I know I've seen some comments, people don't like when I do this. I don't give a fuck. But to play devil's advocate, right? I really don't fucking care. You don't like it.
That's funny.
But just to look at it from the, because I feel like it's important. The reason I do it is because it's important to look at it from 2 sides.
Yeah.
I know some things seem like they're just so cut and dry. And like at the end of the day, it's always just one side of the story. Yeah. And that's why I like to shed light, just to be like, okay, what about this way of looking at it, right?
Well, it's good conversation.
Not that I'm against OP, 100% with her, right? On her decision and all this kind of stuff. But I would argue that if there is no contract, I don't think that would actually hold up in court. I don't think there's any contract saying that you are going to pay me this amount of money, stuff like that. So if she wanted to, she might have that power. I don't believe that she should.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that if she wanted to be a shitty person, she could be. And I think it's important to point that out because it actually shows what a good person she actually is. Because she could pull the trigger on that. She could be like, yeah, you move over there, I'll bring you guys in. But the fact that she's protecting the nanny and protecting that relationship and all that kind of stuff, it speaks to her character. And I think that's important to point out.
I think all the way around, you're making the right choice by taking care of your neighbors. This is the person that you've been relying on to help you take care of your kids. Like, that's not easy to come by. It's not easy to find somebody that you can like actually rely on that's actually going to take care of them and give a shit about them, you know? And then even more so, somebody that like you trust and like enough to welcome to stay in at least close to your space, you know? Like,
in my opinion, there is no, in my opinion, there is no higher honor than trusting somebody with your kids. There's no higher honor because there's fucking family. that I don't trust my kids with.
There's so many people, like the majority of people I don't
like,
trust
just because you're fucking
with.
family doesn't mean that you're going to go take my kids and go on a drive somewhere. You got me all the way fucked up, funny. Right? But the point is that, and that's why I have so much respect for OP is because of that reason. Like you trust her. Like she's taking your kids around and you know what I mean? Like, and this is like, what, a 20-year-old, you know, adult.
Yeah, so she's like practically like a big sister to those kids now. Like you just
and you expect
she's
me
family. She
to
can't
just uproot her and move her to a smaller. No, absolutely not.
You can't do that.
So what's your final verdict?
Not the asshole.
Okay.
100%. There's no way that you could be.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I agree with the verdict. Not the asshole. I do have some notes from the post. I picked out 3 comments.
Okay.
So they all agreed as well.
Okay.
So not the asshole. You are prioritizing yourself and your family over your brother. It sounds like Amelia has earned this place in your family's heart and home. And this sounds nothing but positive for you and your children. Yep. Perhaps the rest of your family can help your brother rather than criticize you.
Yeah.
You don't fucking say, yeah? Not the asshole. She is technically a paying tenant. And then not the asshole. He is your brother, but it's not your obligation to bail him out.
That too.
I think that's true. It's pretty... not gnarly. It's pretty. I
mean, yeah, it's kind of like a hardcore way to look at it. But at the end of the, it is true.
You're not wrong.
That, I mean,
but to be fair,
obviously, I would want to help out my brother in any way that I could, but it's not fair to essentially displace somebody else because you were getting displaced yourself. Yeah. So like, it's not actually helping anything. But also, and then God forbid you move in your brother and his family and then they don't fucking leave.
But also when it comes to stuff like this, that's why I get kind of not turned around, but I get kind of spun up about things when it comes to Am I the Asshole stories? Because when you add that into it, I have a lot more questions. Why? Why are you getting kicked out?
Oh, 100. That was the first thing that I thought of. Is there an alcohol problem?
Is there like an employment problem? Like what's the issue? Because if it actually like, if it was something severe, I can't even think of like a good example.
That like your house, the house is getting sold and you have to move. But then, I mean, again, that's.
Or you're renting and like just like that. And the landlord, the house, the person that owns the house sells it from underneath you and you're like, fuck, now where am I going to go? There's something like that. It changes the situation. I still wouldn't displace Amelia.
No.
Right? But I would definitely try harder to help you out.
Yeah. I would,
you know,
but
if it's
still
drugs,
make an effort.
You're not going to get much
that
from
like, I'm not paying my bills and blah, blah, blah. Well, then you're sure as shit not moving into my house.
Sounds like a you fucking problem.
That sounds like you're going to come and move in here and be fucking freeloading and you're never going to leave. I don't want to do it.
I hope it's not like that because there's like I think it was a 3-year-old boy.
Yeah, they have 2 kids. So hopefully that's not the case.
Girl.
But still, no matter what, I stand on what I said. I think you're doing right by you, your kids, and Amelia. And it sucks that your brother can't be in on it, but
I bet there's somebody's in the comments who's going to be arguing with that, I'm sure.
Oh, there's always somebody that, that's
I don't know how you could, but my verdict is definitely, and everybody else's verdict.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes
asshole,
I see comments that come up and they're like, oh, blah, like, and like, just going opposite. And I'm like, okay,
that's fine.
That's troll behavior.
That's
and
okay.
I'm not even going to acknowledge it or whatever. Because I'm like, either you didn't listen to it, you didn't want to hear what the story was, or you're just trying to start shit.
Exactly.
And okay.
And why did you take the time to comment that?
Like, that's fine. Go ahead.
Oh, God. All right. Next up is Maybe It's Not That Bad. This one is about something that other people hate, but you actually don't mind. Again, you get 4 choices, and we'll see what the birthday girl thinks. This week we got getting older, crying on your birthday, not wanting a big celebration, restaurant staff singing happy birthday.
Ooh, that is pretty bad. Shit, what was the first one again?
Getting older.
I don't think that's bad. I think it's a privilege to get older.
That's so funny.
Why?
My example is aging is a privilege not everyone gets.
Exactly.
That's 100% nailed it.
100%. I mean, I don't know that I ever really had like a I'm getting old kind of like crisis thing. Just because like even when I was a kid, I was like, I just can't fucking wait till I'm older.
Yeah.
Like I just can't wait to grow up and like be an adult and do all these things.
Nothing
and
but good
like,
things come from it.
Yeah,
This
well,
is more,
even
especially when you're a kid, you know?
yeah, even like when people are like, "Oh my god, if I could just go back to being a kid." Nah, not me.
Fuck
I
that.
fucking love being an adult. Actually,
I fucking hated my childhood.
I hated being a kid.
I fucking hated
that shit. Was so
everything about it. Yeah,
I was like, leave me alone and let me make my own decisions.
that too. Yeah.
That was always my thing. I felt like everybody was always up my ass, and I was
I
like,
suppose.
leave me alone.
That's something we should talk about someday. Is like how you feel about where you were located. Not to like talk shit or anything, but just like because I was moved away from like a city environment to a small fucking town, and I think it was a horrible.
That's fair.
It was a horrible fucking thing to do, right?
Yeah.
Because then I got into all this other shit, and like there was nothing to do, and all the fucking problems that come with a small town, you know. But again, butterfly effect, changing anything, it changes everything that I am now, right?
Yeah.
But we should talk about that someday.
Interesting.
We definitely put that on the list and see like what we think about it. Now that you're talking about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. But
yeah,
I mean, I've never had an issue with getting older.
Hell no.
Honestly, I like it. I don't know. I just look forward to continuing to get older. That's the aspiration.
I am, I guess you could say, obsessed with growth and continuous progression. And the only way that you can achieve that is getting older because that's just part of the process.
Yeah.
So I would never fucking go back to being a kid.
No,
like,
I just,
not.
I always feel like, oh, it's another year. And like now it's just one more thing to like reflect back on. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I've just never had a problem with getting older. So
And
I'm
I think,
here for it.
And I think that hits pretty hard too. That example that I looked up, that I created for this, aging is a privilege that not everyone gets.
Exactly.
That's some
because not a lot of people get it at all.
Yeah, not everybody gets it.
Especially like, I mean, I guess the first thing that comes to mind is like, like when celebrities die and stuff like that. Like sometimes when they're like not that old.
Oh, right.
Like fucking Eric Dane, McSteamy.
Oh, yeah.
He was only 53.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, there's a lot more drastic.
I know, but I'm saying like
yeah,
it's
that's,
like
yeah, for
that
sure,
I'm just like that's fucking nuts.
It is.
Like
it's super young.
That's so young.
Yeah.
And then of course it's more tragic when it's even younger. But
of course, yeah. I mean, there's a lot, and again, like this is the problem, and not to get too off topic, but this is the problem with social media and where it's going right now. Is like you don't know what's true and what's not. I've seen a lot of posts about like younger people dying, like 20s and even like 30s. Like there's a lot. I don't know which, I'm not going to say any names, but I've just been seeing a lot of posts about that. And it seems like it's ramping up. Like it's getting more common. You know what I mean? Like there is one that I will mention. I don't remember her name it's the blonde.
Brittany Murphy.
Brittany Murphy.
Yeah.
That one was fucking wild.
She did not fucking die from natural causes.
She was in
I don't care what anybody says.
Early 30s, right?
Yeah, I don't care what anybody fucking says.
Natural causes
There's
at 30?
some weird shit that happened with her death, and then her husband died the same fucking way. I don't trust it.
That kind of shit. Like,
I don't trust it at all.
Crazy.
But yeah, it's things like that. Like when they die young and stuff, I'm just like,
if
what
she
the
truly
fuck?
did die from natural causes, like, and I get it, right? I don't
believe it.
I don't believe it either.
Fucking
but
second.
there's a lot of natural deaths, like McSteamy.
No, that was ALS.
That was, I mean, that natural, is that not natural causes?
I mean, that's,
I guess,
it was, it's like a neurological disorder or
yeah, but I mean, like he wasn't like
something
killed
like
or like it happened.
That's still not natural. Though.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, how did they categorize Brittany Murphy?
That's just what it said was that she died by natural causes, and that's why I've always called it bullshit. I don't know. Let's look it up.
Huh.
But
not to get too deep into that.
No, I am always the second that it was fucking announced that she died, I was like, bullshit.
Maybe it's wrong, but I thought natural causes was just anything that like sickness or like anything that just happened, and not like death. That's not the only natural cause.
This says that her death officially was ruled an accident caused by a combination of untreated pneumonia, iron deficiency anemia, and multiple drug intoxication.
Oh.
That, according to the LA County Coroner's report, the primary cause or the main cause of death was acute pneumonia. Contributing factors, it says the death was exacerbated by severe iron deficiency anemia, which weakened her immune system, and multiple drug intoxication from a combination of over-the-counter cold medicines and prescription medications. The autopsy found no evidence of illegal drugs in her system, only legal medication.
Interesting. Huh.
But still.
See, but to get back to it, that's not natural. That's not classified as natural because there was other factors or drugs and like that. So why is ALS not a natural cause? What would you categorize that as?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I would categorize that as natural cause because it happened to you naturally. Not to be shitty about it, but it happened to you naturally. There was no cause and effect.
I guess it is.
It's natural, right? Yeah, that's what I figured.
It is considered a natural cause of death resulting from the fatal progressive degeneration of motor neurons in the brain and spinal cord. Fuck.
Yeah, if there's no like, I don't even know if you could say no cause and effect because even like, well, no, because even like if you smoke 2 packs a day and that eventually kills you, that's not natural because you added that toxicity into your system. So it's not natural. But something like that where there's no, I would classify it as like no cause and effect. It just naturally happens to you. Because I don't think there's anything proven that causes ALS. ALS, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the Parkinson's? That's the other one, right?
Yes.
That would be another natural occurrence because we don't know, they don't know, whatever, what causes it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
But besides that, though, right, the getting older, even to that point, actually, is aging is a privilege not everyone gets because, like we said, there's people that, you know, they get all these sicknesses and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, they don't get that privilege to get older, especially if they die in their 20s, 30s, or even like McSteamy in 50s. 50 is not that old. Like you got there's a lot of life left. You can do a lot of shit after 50.
Yeah.
So yeah, getting older is a fucking privilege. And I will always, I welcome that shit.
I'll always be happy for that.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know. What were the other ones?
Crying on your birthday. Not wanting a big celebration, and then the restaurant staff.
Okay. I mean, I don't think it's that bad to not want a big celebration. Do whatever you want to do. It's your birthday.
Yeah.
Crying, I guess if
you go to
you're like
smash room
feeling that way, I don't know. I thought, is it like just crying because it's your birthday? Is it like,
I just have my only example was it's an emotional time. Okay. Because I figured that would be your response.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay.
It's like I know you.
I guess it's not that bad. It's not something that I really do.
I guess the only reason why I thought of it was because of the Smash Room.
Oh, okay.
Is it Smash Room? Is that what it's called?
Rage Room.
Rage Room. Sorry, Rage Room.
Yeah.
You know, that conversation we had in the previous episode was how you get emotional during.
Yeah,
or you would.
I guess.
You know,
that might be the only thing that would make me cry. I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's
I'm not
fair.
planning on going to a Rage Room though. I don't really feel like it.
Yeah, I guess you talked yourself out of that. Huh?
But yeah, it's like I thought about it enough.
That's fair. Thought about it. Oh, God. All right, time for our next Am I the Asshole? So this story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Body Shaming Someone After They Body Shamed Me? I, 22 female, recently started modeling on the side in this new year. Throughout my childhood, I have always been on the smaller side, being quite thin and having a hard time developing a relationship with food. It wasn't until uni which I think is maybe university.
Yep.
Where I finally ate full meals and pulled myself out of destructive habits. Recently, I went to a friend's house where 3 girls, I will call Emma, Peyton, and Kat, all 24 female, were present. I used to be friends with them, but we grew apart several years ago. At one point, I went to the restroom and came back to Emma, Peyton, and Kat saying I was too big to start a modeling career. While Peyton and Kat noticed I had come back and quit talking, Emma continued saying that my waist wasn't small enough, I needed to be realistic, I am practically obese, and that I should be embarrassed that I am visibly trying so hard. I have never been the kind of person to judge someone for how they look, especially when I understand struggle can come from anywhere. However, in the moment, I was taken back and couldn't believe someone was calling me obese in a room full of girls who have always gone to bat for one another. We may have split, but I have always defended these women in other settings where people tried to bash them, and hearing how they truly thought of me in that moment was heartbreaking. So I said something hurtful. I told Emma that was rich coming from her, seeing as she gained 70 pounds since we have met, and I have kept a stable weight. Peyton and Kat looked horrified and left with her when she ran out in tears. The other girls present told me that it was deserved and that while it was rude, wasn't incorrect, and they shouldn't comment on my weight if they don't want to hear it back. However, I feel guilty. It was a low blow, and if someone had said that to me, I would be distraught. I have been getting texts, calls, and emails from Emma, Peyton, and Kat saying I am the worst, and I don't know if I went too far or not. And I can't wrap my head around if it was warranted or not. Other friends who have heard about it think that Emma had it coming since she had been saying this behind closed doors for weeks.
Wow.
And my family has shared the same sentiment when I told them. But again, the guilt is eating at me. So am I the asshole? Do I owe an apology?
Fuck no. Fuck Emma too. Oh. Fuck Emma and fuck Gemma. Both of them.
Hashtag fuck Gemma.
Fuck them bitches. For real. That's no. She had that shit coming. 100%. I'm the same way. Like, I won't like go out of my way to make you feel bad about yourself or anything like that. But if you're talking shit about me, it's fair game. I'm gonna say what I want to say. And if your feelings get more hurt than mine, well, then so be it.
I'm here for it. I can definitely appreciate that.
I'm just saying.
I don't think I've ever said this on the mic, but I was an artilleryman for 10 years and I talk shit for a living. Mm-hmm. So if you want to fucking start busting on me, I'm going to hurt your fucking feelings. I'm going to ruin your day. I promise. It's happened so many times.
Yeah.
You talk shit on me, I'm going to ruin your fucking day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like this speaks to my soul. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I 100%. And you know what? It's fine. It sounds like it might be your first time like sticking up for yourself a little bit and maybe coming back at somebody.
Oh, okay.
It feels weird when you first start.
Okay.
It feels uncomfortable. You feel guilty. You feel like, oh, maybe I did too much. Maybe I went too far. Maybe I should apologize. And I'm here to tell you, as a working on recovering people pleaser, it feels really fucking good when you put people in their place and then you just leave it at that.
Uh-huh.
So good.
Come join the dark side.
Yes, you should, because some people need to hear that.
Absolutely.
And I think that Emma is a jealous bitch. Honestly, I think that there was something. I just feel like she's insecure, obviously insecure.
Yeah.
And she was projecting, and that's what you get. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
That makes sense to me.
Don't talk shit if you can't handle it.
Exactly. So that leads me into the comments. Okay.
Yeah.
I pulled 3. My last one, I kept that for last because my favorite. But the first one is obviously not the asshole, right? I think we're pretty clear on our fucking verdicts right now.
Yeah.
Not the asshole. Text them all back and ask why it was okay for Emma to talk trash about your weight.
Also, to add on to that, ask your friends why the fuck Emma was so comfortable talking about you like that to them.
That's a good point.
If y'all are such good friends, why is she so comfy talking shit about you to them?
Because they sit at the same table and they talk the same shit. Not the asshole. Others may say everyone sucks here, but you have a right to defend yourself, and you didn't say anything worse than what she was saying to you.
Yeah.
And now my fucking favorite. Not the asshole. She threw the first punch. FAFO. I had to look it up. Fuck around and find out. It's my spirit animal right there.
Yeah,
like that's,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Again,
100%.
Again, if you want to go blow for blow, I'm going to fucking hurt your feelings and ruin your day. That's my goal, and I will do it.
You want to go low?
This is exactly what she did. This is exactly what OP did, and I fucking respect her for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck Emma, fuck Gemma, and fuck them other bitches.
Yeah, for real. Who
like
is it?
that.
Peyton and Kat? Fuck you bitches too.
I mean, that's fake names, but yeah.
I don't care.
All right, time for the feel
Put them all
good
in
for
there
the
together.
week. Oh, God, because it's important to know that there is still good shit happening in the world. We actually have 2 this week, but the second one is really just a Facebook post, so it's short. So the first story is titled, Washington Firefighters Help Deliver Groceries After Instacart Driver Suffers Accident. The rescue crew stepped in to make sure a community member received their necessities in time. A trio of Washington firefighters stepped in to help feed a member of the community when their delivery driver was involved in a car accident. The Central Pierce Fire and Rescue, which serves the communities of Puyallup, Orting, Parkland, Spanaway, South Hill, Frederickson, Graham, and Kapowison in Washington. I don't know what any of those fucking places are, but it's in Washington. Posted a message on Facebook detailing the recent heroics of 3 of its firefighters. The post explained how on Friday, January 9th, the firefighters' Rescue 66 team responded to a motor vehicle collision involving a driver who was delivering groceries for an Instacart customer. Following the accident, the Instacart driver was uninjured, but their vehicle needed to be towed due to the damages. Since the driver lacked transportation, the Instacart delivery was in limbo. So 3 firefighters sprang into action and transported the groceries to the customer. It was a great gesture that made a big difference for a grateful community member and a reminder that serving our community sometimes means going beyond emergency response, the post said. The message included a picture of 3 members, which you should be seeing right now.
Oh, okay. Is it? No.
Yep. The messages included a picture of 3 members of Rescue 66 smiling while holding paper grocery bags.
That's cute.
Facebook users complimented the firefighters in the comments. Now, that's what we call special ops. Way to go, CPFR, one said. Another wrote, that is amazing. Thank you, Rescue 66, for going above and beyond for our community members. A third agreed, writing, great job. Keep up the good work.
That's really nice.
So that's where I stopped. I actually went to a different site. I didn't go to the normal one. I went to a different one.
Yeah.
But then I was scrolling before we started recording, and I was, that's on Facebook or whatever, and there's a site, Dodo. I don't know if you're familiar.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
But it's like it's a Facebook group, and they post like animal stories, kind of like Good News Network has a lot of animals.
Okay.
The next one I wanted to include was this one. He calls it Bull Carpool. Whenever, I don't know how to pronounce this, maybe you can help me, but it's YVES, Vice? YVES is his name.
Know.
Whenever he has free time, he picks up a shelter pit bull, rolls the windows down, plays some music, and lets them just be dogs for a while.
Oh.
Before bringing them back, he films a short intro so people can see who they really are. Not a number, not a label, but a goofy, loving dog who deserves a chance. Sometimes all it takes is a car ride, a song, and a little fresh air to help the right person fall in love.
That's so sweet.
Isn't that fucking amazing?
I think, that's such a good idea too, because like you really don't get to see the dogs like for who they are in
outside
the kennel.
of the kennel, yeah.
Yeah, so like I think that's a really get them out and get those like candid videos
Absolutely,
of them and stuff.
Get them outside of that environment.
Exactly.
And that's why this dog looks so happy,
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely be curious to see if he works at the kennel, or if maybe he's just like a volunteer or what. Because like you can't just like, hey, let me take this dog for a ride real quick. That's not really how that works.
Yeah. Oh, he probably has to have some kind of like volunteer. Or
yeah, I'm sure they know them or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's just
well, here like you can go and like you can volunteer for dog walking and stuff like that. So I wonder if that's something.
Isn't that fucking amazing?
That is really sweet.
Like that is awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really nice.
Before we wrap up, we want to let everybody know, we want to hear from you, whether you agree, disagree, have some topic requests, or maybe you have your own Am I the Asshole or even feel-good story. We want to hear about it. So feel free to drop a comment, send us a direct message, or email us.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add before we wrap up?
I mean,
Birthday girl?
Well, I guess I usually say it at the end of mine, but I almost felt inclined to say, keep ranting and come tell us about it at the end of that spiel.
That's funny. Well, yours is coming up. You gotta do yours, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
funny.
tune in on Thursday. It's my birthday!
And we're gonna have a special episode for Thursday.
Woo!
Because it's your birthday.
Yay! It's my birthday.
We should definitely play that.
I don't know the words. Maybe I'll learn them by Thursday. We'll see.
Oh, God. All right. That's it for us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see everyone next week.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye!